This morning, we have a new list of demands from the residents who live in East Palestine, Ohio, the site of that toxic train derailment earlier this year. For months, they have complained of mysterious illnesses, found dead animals, and are concerned about their water supply. Independent testing has found dioxins in East Palestine, some of the most carcinogenic compounds on the planet. Today, NewsNation's chief investigative reporter Rich McHugh is there live with what residents are demanding now. Good morning, Rich.
Hey, good morning, guys. So last night, over 100 people turned out with a list of demands for Norfolk Southern, for state and federal officials, ranging from paid relocation to truly independent water testing. But their chief demand was for Governor Mike DeWine that he declare this area a disaster so that federal aids and federal funds can flow in.
My 3-year-old wants to know how she's going to get her toys when our house is broken. Something no child should have to stress about at 3.
It's been more than 100 days since the toxic disaster here in East Palestine, and residents packed this hall to voice their frustrations.
I am homeless because I have independent test results that show I have a 2.8 level of dioxin in the soil around my home that has caused me and my children, who are 1, 2, and 10, to have debilitating health effects.
One by one, they shared their stories.
I want to know if I will see my kids graduate and if they will be able to have kids.
Taken together, their shared experience, hard to deny.
How many people have had serious health effects since the derailment? How many people are uneasy about their city or well water?
Norfolk Southern made this proposition to buy or pay the difference in the market value of our houses within a 5-mile radius. How many people in this room trust Norfolk Southern?
They read a list of demands, chief among them, action from Ohio Governor Mike DeWine.
Number 1 is the most important. We need Governor of Ohio, Mike DeWine, to immediately declare a disaster in East Palestine, Ohio.
A move that would trigger federal aid. A spokesperson from the governor's office telling NewsNation that his office initially sent a letter to FEMA noting that they intend to apply for disaster declaration, but that FEMA has not officially responded, but did tell them, expect to be rejected. FEMA has not responded to our request for comment. Independent soil and water testing expert Scott Smith, who recently found 9 new dioxins in the soil, water, and in people's air filters here, is also on hand to announce a new study to test people's blood samples and expand his testing of air filters.
This is trying to help the community understand what you might have been breathing in. And instead of cutting your chest open and taking a biopsy of your lung, the next best thing are filters.
We caught up with Smith as he tested the air filters and soil of longtime resident Chrissy Ferguson.
I thought that we could come back, but every night that I would lay down to sleep, I would have to worry, am I making my family sick?
Now, in my conversation with Governor DeWine's office, they said that FEMA said they would likely get denied because the damage here is localized and there is somebody that should be paying for it. In this case, Norfolk Southern. That's something that's obviously not going to go over well with the residents here, Adrienne.
Rich McHugh, thanks for being there for us and with us. We appreciate it. Joining us right now is...
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.